Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the show for today. What I'm trying to see is Stanton the best place to mine quantanium? So I will be taking like any input from you guys. If you have somewhere else you want me to go mine, somewhere else you want me to try, some recommended locations, please just go ahead and let me know. And whatever you guys recommend, I will go try to mine there. But you know, it's gonna be an interesting one for sure. Not entirely positive how it's going to work out, but that's okay. You know what I mean? That's all right. We're going to get out here. We're going to get the mining stuff going. We're going to see what we can get into. The show actually did start a bit late today, and that's no fault of my own. I guess Chris Roberts didn't really want me streaming today until right now, because what I seem to have found is that today I had a server error almost immediately. So right away, had server error, couldn't get in my mole, and then got in my mole and was unable to open doors, everything, because of the server error. And then once I finished, the hangar doors would not open. So then I was stuck in the hangar. So I was like, okay, well, I'll just go like store my ship and just maybe retrieve it, and maybe that'll like fix my problem. And it actually did not. It made my problem way, way, way worse. And so I was immensely stuck trying to get myself out. So then my mole was destroyed, and then after my mole was destroyed, I then had to turn around and claim it, which meant all of the stuff that I had put inside my mole was gone. So I literally lost everything I put inside my mole. So pretty crap. Wasn't super fond of that, really annoying, but I mean, you know, it is what it is. So we'll get there, we'll get it sorted. It's gonna be a good time. We're gonna have a good day. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be a great day. What a wonderful day. I don't know if you guys have seen that movie, but those TikToks that come across my thing all the time. So like I can't unhear the "what a wonderful day," and it's just constantly all the time. That's like all that goes through my head. It's almost as bad as the "why am I so purple?" Oh well, I guess that's why I'm so purple. Need more pretty places to mine. There's not pretty enough places to mine around this joint. But today we will be seeing just what the universe has to offer us. So we'll go back to Stanton. I guess I was jumping to a orbital marker. We'll see what everything has to do. It's really annoying when it does this, by the way. It's like trying to map me, but it's incorrectly mapped me. So I have to cancel it just for it to show me the OM marker that I probably should jump to first and then go. But you know, whatever. It is what it is. And then now I have a clean shot to Stanton. I don't know why I had to make that difficult, but you know, YouTube. Bees like that. Bees like that, unfortunately. If I find a giant pocket of quantanium that I can't mine again, I'm gonna be really upset. When I blew up that rock yesterday, I don't know if you guys were here for that, but that was, I had like 60k, like 50% quantanium rock, and I blew it up. Almost sent myself into orbit. Would have been pretty funny if I had like done that. Usually like when you blow a rock up like that, like it sends you spinning out of control into orbit. It's pretty funny, especially if you're in the mining turret, because you're not getting out of that mining turret. You're just along for the ride until your ship just finally starts spinning a million miles an hour. But it didn't. It just launched us up a little bit, and then we casually fell, so it wasn't too bad. And we're on the dark side of Stanton today. Might go by Yellow today. I don't think I've mined on Yellow before, so I think that would be kind of cool. There's a lot of places I haven't been that I'm kind of interested to go just to see what I'm gonna find. But I swear to God, if I see iron though, that's a wrap. Ooh, these are promising. 1920. Oh, that's a huge signature. Golly, boy. Well, we'll go to this one first, since it's the closest. And the other two are like right there. Really, they're like right on top of each other. Oh, not quite. A little spread apart. Also mad nervous. All right. It's black. So dark. Oh my. These are kind of small rocks, aren't they? I don't know if I'm gonna stay over here. I might just go to the next patch. These are all super tiny. 11K. 20% gold. Yeah, it's not really. Rocks are all kind of tiny. Doesn't it? Well, this wasn't the exciting signature. I just wanted to see what was in this one. Yeah. Kind of really nothing here. Okay. We'll go over here and we'll try somewhere else. Oh, right here. Oh, we're right here. Oh, we're right here. Not that much better. Ooh. 34% gold? It's okay. I don't know if I want to go through the hassle to break it, though. Ooh. Boras? Boras is pretty good. I like Boras, right? Boras is pretty right. It's a decently sized rock. More Boras, more Boras. I mean, I'll come back over here for these. Let me just check and see. I think the server's being wonky again. Let's see the chat. What's everybody saying? Oh, yeah. I'm not doing that, by the way. I'm in mining mode. I can't do that. It's like physically not possible. See, like, how come when I find Boras in one rock, I'll find it in, like, every single other rock? Yo, Tiddlin, what's going on, man? How you feeling today? Now that one I'll break. Alright, let's go see about some of these other ones. What we got over here? It's not going well. Why is it not going well? What's going wrong? Things on my moon, they're going pretty good. I mean, I just started, so this is the first run of the day. But I started off like 30 minutes before I even started the stream. I had a server error, and then I had my whole mole set up, like a roleplay little setup, you know? And yeah, all that for naught, because I lost it all. Because I stored my ship because the hangar doors weren't opening, because I was impatient. I was trying to hurry up and get the stream started, and it ended up costing me 20 more minutes of time, and I didn't get anything better out of it, so it was more hindrance than not. So I think we're gonna break this rock. I also don't have, all my stuff was on that mole too. So literally, oh my god, I just realized that all my surges were on it. All my extra stuff were on it. Ah, that sucks. All right. Well, let's crack this rock. We should be able to crack this with the little front laser, and we should be good to go. Well, don't pay attention to that impossible thing. That impossible indicator, it's just saying the level of difficulty of the rock. That doesn't necessarily mean that the rock is impossible to break. Sometimes it just says that. Oh my goodness, this isn't gonna let me break it. You guys don't see it, but the issue is right here. You see how it's not registering my Rikers? It says 100%, right? So I don't have the full power I need to break this rock. It's not registering all my stuff. Because I should be able to break this no problem, but... Alright, well, I guess we'll do something else. You're amazed I'm doing quantanium? I mean, I did quantanium yesterday. The servers are relatively stable for me. Maybe it's like creator privilege or something, but they've been okay. Don't get me wrong, I have a fair share of issues, but no more than I'd say usually. Really, we're kind of on the hunt for quantanium more so than not. This is our first little patch, but I don't want to fly around, right? It kind of makes for a boring show if all I do is fly around. I mean, it very well could have been for a bigger ship, Tidlin. It kind of just depends on like how big it was and what, like your setup. I could tell you whether you could have broken it or not based on how big it was and what your laser setup is. Right here. The prospector, if you have the right setup, you can break pretty decently sized rocks with the prospector, to be honest. But you gotta have the right thing. I can go up to like 20k. I think I busted like 20k in a prospector. Okay. If you're running the Hofstede, then you're kind of limited to like the 10 to 14k range. You can't quite bust as big of rocks. Safer, right? I mean, if you're overcharging rocks, you gotta reel that in, my guy. You gotta really buckle down on that. A Hofstede, you shouldn't be really overcharging much of anything. It's super hard to overcharge rocks to Hofstede. Yeah, thank all you guys for likes. Thank you. Welcome everybody. Everyone's slowly trickling in. Hope everyone's having a fantastic Friday, right? It's Friday? I think it's Friday. Oh, yeah. Hadanite, Dolivine, and Aphorite are all meant for the rock. But like if it's like you, bro, come on. Like those are really tiny rocks. Those are so small, man. My guy, those are so small. Yo, Sharp, what's up, man? Welcome back in, dude. Sharp, you may have noticed, this is kind of a cool thing that happened yesterday, for those of you who were here. We got our first channel members yesterday. That's super awesome. I was super excited. You know, I'm humbled just to have, you know, 2 people in here watching me, nonetheless how many of you guys actually come in here to watch. It's so many, and I appreciate that every day you guys are popping in. But like getting my first channel members was super cool, and Sharp, he gifted a couple memberships, and you were one of those that got it. Are you able to change the heads on the mole? Yes, I have my whole mining setup. Like I have a whole video. I want to be that guy, but I'm going to be that guy right now. I do have a whole video where I talk about my setup and like what I have on my mole and where. So, but you can change it. If it's not letting you, I mean, that's kind of a weird thing. You might have to like claim your ship or I don't know. It's kind of weird, but you should be able to do it in the vehicle loadout manager, if nothing else. Marvelous. You guys are wondering why I'm not scanning this right now. It's because I don't need to. These should all be like 100% rocks, so not super concerned about it. But hopefully we'll find some quantanium today. I don't doubt that we will. I've been finding it pretty much every run I did yesterday was quantanium in it. It's just a matter of having all the right utensils for me to actually break it. Well, Drake has a powerful fan base, if that's like a proper way to say that, a powerful fan base. So like Drake people are like very diehard, like they're like truck owners, you know what I mean? Like very Oh yeah, woo yeah, you know what I mean? Like they're all about, you know, their Drake stuff, and Drake has some good stuff too. But I'm curious to how far they're gonna go with it. You know what I mean? I completely agree with you guys. I was just thinking that yesterday, that they have this like pretty nice step up for like mining stuff, right? You have the prospector, then to the mole, then to the Arastra, and then you have the Orion. But salvage doesn't really have that. You have the vulture, which is small, and the reclaimer, which is huge. So like, how do you, like, there is no, like, and it takes so long, especially with the price of a reclaimer. Like a vulture is relatively cheap, right? Like you're talking what, maybe 3 million. I don't know what it is now. It used to be like I think 1.4, something like that, like 1.4, right? And I know they increased ship prices, so I'm not quite sure what it is now, but it couldn't be that much higher. Intermediary drone boat? What do you mean? What was that? Oh, dude, I agree. There's so many fighters in this game. It's kind of annoying how many fighters there are, because they keep coming out with them because it's such an easy ship to do, right? Like it's so many. I mean, they're coming out with another one, the Fat Fury, or whatever it's supposed to be called. It's the Fat Fury, but you know what I mean? Like they're coming out with another one. Like we don't need one. We just got the Mieri Furry, Vulture 2.6, Reclaimer 3. Yeah, like that's a huge step up. And you know how long it would take you to make that much money in the Vulture? Like if you already have a Reclaimer, you can make Reclaimer money pretty quick. But now, oh no, not now. What's the Vulcan do again? I don't quite remember the Vulcan. Okay, there's so many ships that like sound kind of similar but are still in development, so I'm not super, whoa, no. Don't want 50% of that. This rock I just broke would honestly be perfect for a prospector, because it was like just at the top of the helix range, and then you got like such a nice little split of borace out of it, like almost a full haul. Well, not if you have mole saddlebags on it, but yo, Warren, what's up, man? Welcome back. Good to see you. Pleasure to have you. All right, I kind of want to go look for different deposits now. Got some borax, cool. I want to go find some more mining stuff. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I actually don't like me streaming during the week. This is like a treat, like for me just as much as it may be for you, to get to watch and hang out and stuff. But normally I work during the week pretty well all day in the middle of the day, because I'm active duty military, so I work from like 5 o'clock in the morning to like 4 or 5 o'clock at night, and then I come home, spend time with the wife and whatnot. So even if I were to do this in the middle of the week, the earliest I could get on is like probably maybe 7, because I had to come home, have my wife cook dinner, we cook dinner together, and we eat, you know, talk about our days. So I don't know, what do you guys think? Actually, you know what? Let me see. Hang on a second. Here we go. Hang on, I got you guys. I got you. I'll help us out here. Boom. 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 And now I need to find more minables. I don't want to mine here. I was already over there. Let's see. What's this? That's one rock. All right, let's get a Mountain Standard Time. Mountain Standard Time. I should really start utilizing poles more. I forget that I have them. Oops, that's why I'm not going that fast. Nothing here. Why is it so barren? It's alright. I'm about to kick this into overdrive. Took the mole in for a whole sea. That's pretty brave. Mole in for the whole sea. That is pretty brave. What made you do that choice? What was that reasoning? What was the choice there? You like the trucker life? There's a friend in my org. It's pretty funny. Like, he drives a semi for work, and then he gets off, and then he comes and plays Star Citizen, and he does deliveries in Star Citizen with a whole C or a C2. So I was like, bro, so you're telling me you drive and deliver orders for a living, and you come hop on Star Citizen and then do it in space? Like, come on, man. Like, what are we doing? Ooh, 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 that's kind of small. Oh, that's a rock mineable right there. Well, I guess we'll go over here. Beggars can't be choosers. Perfect. That's fair. That's fair. That's valid. I mean, once they come out with like Pyro, I think you traders are gonna be in for a treat, in my opinion. I think you guys are gonna be in for a treat. I think you guys are gonna get some like good stuff. Like trading, like it's gonna be more risky, but I think you guys are in for more like profits. Hope this big rock is something good. It's the biggest one. 6K. Barrel. Come on. Lame. Out of here. That junk out of here. I used to love barrel back in like 3.19, 320-ish because it was the easiest thing to find, and they hadn't really balanced out all the ores yet to where it is now. So it was like super nice because it was easy to mine, but they made all the instability changes. And now the like stats are just so annoying. That's Hadanite. Yep, that's Hadanite. Okay. Oh. Back to flying around some more. Vorin, what's your favorite thing to trade? Where's the money at in trading? I wanted to do that. I have a C2 from previous patches, but I haven't really gotten into the stuff. I imagine the whole C's probably kind of like the Reclaimer in a way, because like you have so much volume, it kind of doesn't really matter. Nope. Oh, I just went in the same mode. Now I'm in nav mode. Iron. Ooh! Processed food, hydro. I mean, you have such bulk. Like, you operate in such bulk that, like, imagine, like, just about anything that you trade, you make money on. Oh, there we go. Oh, no. That's a signature chest here on it right there. I like that. 200, 300K per run. That's pretty good. That's solid. A hull A? But a hull A is so tiny. Hull A is so tiny. Alright. Hopefully I have some better luck here. This is this is a pretty decent guy. Okay, that resistance is nice. Yeah. Laranite? Ugh. It's fine. It's just, it's not like great. Aluminum. Fine. It's just not great. More Laranite. Which one of these little rocks have quantanium in it? They're all gonna end up having Laranite. Like if I find quantanium in one rock, it won't be in all the other rocks. But if I find something stupid like laranite in a rock, god lord, dude, I'll find it everywhere. Oh, didn't I tell you? Boy, didn't I tell you? Didn't I tell you I was gonna find it in like a stupid little rock? I mean, there's like 2 SCUs of it here. I'll take it. Well, it's acceptable. So mission success. Artificial success right there. We we have found quantanium on our first run of the day. All right, a win's a win. I don't care what any of you guys say. A win's a win. You guys can hate all you want. That's a success. That's a gold star on the board right there. You take your wins, all right? You celebrate them. That's what we do around here. We celebrate wins, and that's a win. That's like, you know, a couple SCUs. That's like 2, 3 SCUs of that. That's a lot of money right there. If I was poor, I wouldn't stub my nose to that. Now, granted, I'm not poor, but I talked about that yesterday. Like, for sure, like, the base building is, like, 100% going to be the thing that's going to make mining, like, it's going to push it over the edge, I think. Like, it's really going to make that difference. Because you're going to need different materials to build certain buildings, I have no doubt. And that's what's going to help mining be like, oh, okay, yeah, like, you need iron or you need titanium, right? All the ores nobody cares about, right? Because right now, everything you do is for money, right? Like, that's the reason to do everything. Money, 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 money. Which makes it really hard to balance the game out when everything you do is about money. Because, like, you take the reclaimer, like, how do you really nerf the reclaimer when, I mean, it's not that broken. And, like, I think the issue with the reclaimer right now that'll get solved in 4.0 is everyone has a reclaimer because there's been so many money glitches. There's been so many money glitches, so many money printers. And once they do that 4.0 wipe, it's going to change the game, right? Because then no one's going to have a reclaimer except people who have pledged it, right? And it's so much money to work up to the reclaimer, like, no one's going to want to bother with that. At least not for a while. They will, but not anytime soon. But for mining gameplay, once there's more crafting, there's more base building, you're really going to see the see mining shine out a lot, and miners will have like more of a purpose. And like something like base building is also going to really generate that and stimulate that in-game economy, because then like there would be a need to interact with other players. Like right now, there's not necessarily a need to do that. It's fun, right? It's good, but there's not necessarily a need for it. Honestly, I'm about to just suck it up these rocks because it's like paired up with all the inert material, and I have inert material filter of like 40%. So, I mean, why not, right? They also need to fix the builds so that way you can actually like extract, like all that stuff has a purpose. You know what they need to do to the mole? You know what? If I was a developer for a day, you know what the mole needs? The mole needs lights on the turrets. I think each turret needs its own light, and I think one that would be pretty cool, just to like, be on like a work site, and like you've got these lights kind of flopping around, looking around everywhere. That would be pretty cool in one sense. And then also in the other sense, it's more practical because right now the lights point straight out the front of the ship. So I have my lights on right now, but it's not lighting up anything. I can't see. Right? In which, granted, they're almost too bright. They have these giant KC lights on the front of this thing like it's a pickup truck. And there's way too many of them, like a pickup truck. But until they actually, like, fix it, like, I don't know. At least some of the lights on the front should at least follow the main laser. Like, if you're not going to put them on the back laser, you should at least put them on the front laser. It's part of the ship. It's an enclosed space. Makes the most sense to me. Yeah, Tattling, I would be, color me impressed if you could break that rock. I'd be impressed. I'm being super lazy right now. I don't want to move my ship, so I'm using my stampede to increase my laser power because I'm too far. Yeah, super lazy. Ooh, this is gonna like jump into the overcharge zone on me, watch. Come on, come on. And I'm not trying to overcharge you. Come on, come on, come on. There we go. Whoa, 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 whoa. Easy peasy. Clean. A ground mining vehicle built on the Atlas frame. It has 20% quantanium? Dude, that's tragic. That sounds like a beautiful rock, but yeah, you're not going to be able to break that with a prospector. Even a mole would be struggling a little bit to break. Well, no. Yeah, I could break that in my mole pretty easily, actually. My front turret could break that, no problem. I'm going to have to get out of this turret again. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get out of this turret again. Well, let's go ahead and move. Might as well stop scanning. Just go ahead and move. And this is like the gift and curse of solo mining in my build. Like, I have the ability to break any rock I run into just about. At the same time, oh my goodness, I have to jump around the seats sometimes. All right, Star Citizen. All right. We're not going to play the ladder game today. Just walk forward. Thank you. I think a ground mining vehicle that could break, like, smaller-ish rocks would be pretty cool. You know what I mean? Like, rocks that are way too big for the rock, but rocks that are, like, small-ish for Prospector, like 4K and below range. That'd be kind of cool. And it's, like, the size of a Centurion, maybe. The rock also needs a buff. Like, the rock DS is kind of lame. I think the rock would be a lot cooler if you could put like 2 turrets on it. I think that would be solid. That would be pretty cool. I also don't know how they figured out for the rock to have the rock DS be enclosed for the pilot, but the rock normal is not enclosed for the person. Like, well, why not? Why is this? It's so annoying.
Warning, power critical. Warning, power critical.
Because, like, the idea is there, right? Also, the functionality's there. You ruined it.
Attack on shield.
Yeah, or like you could have like a little mining ship, kind of like the Prospector, right? Like, because it would be a useful thing if the Prospector could mine rock minables. Like, if I could put a rock-sized laser on the Prospector, people would do that. People would 110% do that. do not doubt that even a little bit. People absolutely would put that on a prospector and go out there and mine like that. There's nothing wrong with that. I think that'd be pretty useful, if I'm being honest. That would be so useful. Oh, that's aluminum. I'm a little carried away there. All right, let's see what else we got here. I would put a oh yeah, it's pure laranite right there. Oh, almost. I thought I said 30 resistance. I swore that I said am I tripping? I thought that said 30 resistance. Yeah, if I could put a rock laser on a prospector, it would be so much faster. It would be so much more convenient. Because then you wouldn't have to get out of your ship. You could just fly around, find a patch, mine it, scoop it all up, good to go. Yeah, like a little tiny ship, you know what I mean? Like, super useful. Super useful. I think that's an idea they need to explore with mining. They keep coming out with all these stupid fighters. Like, that's what they need to come out with. They need to come out with like a little mining ship. Like a little salvage ship can be useless, but a little rock mining type ship would be that would be money. People would buy that. People would pledge that 100%. Why am I picking up borax and laranite? Because there's a little bit of quantanium here, and to be fair to you guys, I don't want to fly around and borderline be boring by just flying around looking for like a giant quantanium thing. Like, where's the fun in that? So by doing this, I can at least mine a little bit, make some money for my time. And I mean, we did find quantanium. I mean, it's right there. But before I take the quantanium, I want to suck up all the other rocks first. I want to suck up all the other value here. That way I'm not trying to rush through it once I actually have my quantanium on board. Yo, Archie Key, what's up, man? Arthur Key, ladies and gentlemen, the very first member of the channel is here in the flesh. Absolutely amazing. Hope you had a fantastic day. Welcome on this Friday night. We got a poll going on, trying to see what's the best day to stream, since I can't normally stream during these times, but it's starting to look like Saturday is winning out by a lot. 2 SCUs a quant, it's not bad. All right, now we're just gonna suck up stuff. We're gonna be indiscriminate now. I just want to fill up the hold. Why do I have 84? What? Again? Oh my god, this mole's missing a bag. It's kind of funny. It's kind of funny that it's missing a bag. It's like every mole I get into seems to be missing a bag. I don't get it, but okay. Maybe this one I can repair it though. To be fair, maybe this one I can repair. Every time. Hey, we went on looking for quantanium and we found it. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Heck yeah, man. That's good stuff. Get out there. Get out for some mining, dude. If there's a place you guys want me to try out mining while we're doing the show here, just let me know. Let me know anywhere you guys want me to go. I'll give it a try. I'll take your recommendations. Those of you from yesterday knew my setup. I had to claim that mole due to server issues. Pretty unfortunate, so now I have to reset it up. But that's okay. I mean, I've done it twice, and it's kind of sad because the first time I had the most set up, but... You spend all your AUEC to buy stuff. What do you mean to buy stuff? To buy what? Like the mining loadout? Because that is expensive loadout. Faithful Dream. Set. Close. This is pretty cool. Might be able to get a Like right there. That's pretty cool. Kind of a cool little view right there. I like that. Okay, that's enough of that. All right, I now have Mass Effect music going on. It's like Mass Effect vibes with like the sun over the horizon. You get the plane in the background. See what I mean? Look at all these ridiculous KC lights. Look at this. Look at this. Oh, what's that? No. Go back. What is that? There is a spot for lights right there. There's a spot for lights right here. Bro, they're here. Is that like something the mole is getting that I've never noticed before? Those are lights. Those look like lights. We were just talking about that. Those look like lights. It's supposed to have lights. Bro, that makes so much sense. And there's lights on the back one right there. There's lights right here. I mean, well, that doesn't really point at anything, right? Because those flip upward when you're actually in the turret. But what's with all these lights, bro? That Argo is actually spelled backwards right there. Why is it spelled backwards? Because it's not spelled backwards here. And it's not spelled backwards there. And it's not spelled backwards there. Did they flip the... Not spelled backwards there. It's just spelled backwards here. Lazy. They wrote Argo all over this thing. Yeah, those are lights. They need to like activate those lights already. Like that's money. That's where the lights should be. That's perfect. That is absolutely perfect. Absolutely perfect. Oh, don't worry, Sharp. You'll get to experience the servers. Don't you worry, my guy. It's coming. It's coming. You're gonna experience it. You're gonna experience it. I haven't. Well, I never really paid attention, if I'm being honest. Like, we had the lights discussion earlier, but I never really paid attention. So here's my question with quantanium in the new cargo overhaul, right? Is, well, you have it on the ship, but if I take the bag off of the ship, does it stop the timer? See, right? Oh my God, we've been talking about this like all week. The implications that the new cargo stuff is gonna have. We've been talking about it all week. And that's another thing to consider. What's gonna happen if you take the bag off with quantanium in it? Is the bag gonna blow up, right? Is that a bomb? If it is, I mean, that's kind of a fun thing to know, right? Like, you could troll people with that then. You could put quant all in your mole or prospector, and then you could go fly it up to somebody's ship, eject your bags, and then troll them and blow them up. Honestly, that'd be pretty funny. No one has any other recommendations of where to go, huh? I do find it funny I put so much G-forces on my guy when I stop that. Is somebody's ship there? It's not a turret. It has to be a ship. That's a Merlin.
Landing gear.
Impossible. SIG thinks of everything. That's why every patch they release has no issues at all. It's 100% money every patch.
Complete.
Every patch, pure money. All right, landing. Nope. All right, well, I'm gonna have to pull out my other mole, fly it out, get out of it, you know, end myself, and then turn around and do it again. And then get this mole, fly out, grab the bag off of that to replace the one this one is missing. That was the whole reason I swapped all the stuff on the mole, because I thought, you know what I mean, that it would be fine, but I guess not. Being real brave here. Yep, that's what I'm gonna have to do.
Engines off.
Another day in Star Citizen. Yeah, the Mole is a cool ship when they first came out with it, but it definitely needs a pass. Like, that is a cool idea, but you can't, like, hang a suit in it, right? Because suits come in little boxes. So, it doesn't really solve anything. No, look at this refining, pull the next ship out, go through all the motions.
Welcome to the ASOC Vehicle Retrieval System.
Store.
Please visit us again.
Normally I don't like to run because sprinting makes your hydration and food levels go down faster, but not gonna matter here in a minute anyway. Honestly, I'm pretty ecstatic to watch people blow each other up with quant bags. They were pretty funny. Or just place them in someone's ship, like, unsuspectedly at a somewhere else, and they're like, oh, hey, there's a mining bag here, because they wouldn't know there's quant in it.
We've been noticing leaks in processing.
Quant IEDs. 1.3 million on iron? Bro, you're rolling in money if you're spending money like that.
Hey, back again, I see. Welcome.
I mean, I've got a lot of orders here.
Finding everything all right?
Like, I got a bunch of quantanium there, backslide, titanium, a bunch of quantanium here, quantanium there. I got a lot of money here. So work order, quant, the gold, titanium, the bull. Oh, no, not that titanium. Laranite, aluminum.
See anything you like?
So those of you wondering why I'm doing the aluminum, even though aluminum's not worth that much, because I'm doing it in a C2, so I have lots of cargo space. But if so, this is 24.44, right? Well, like, yeah, $9, whatever. 24.44. If I take out the aluminum, 24.28. So $200. So we're gonna spend $200 to refine this, right? Or so, really less. But this is worth like 500 in SCU, right? It's worth 500 in SCU or so, 400 or 500-ish, like give or take. So one SCU, this will pay for that, and 1,000 is 10. So I'm gonna make money off it. Maybe not a lot of money, but it pays for my fuel, it pays for all that stuff, right? This is where all my big money's at. It helps pay mostly for the refining costs, if nothing else, right? Of the whole order, and then all the rest of this is profit. So, kind of wondering where I sit there. That's kind of why I do that. I won't go looking for aluminum, but I don't mind buying it for that type of thing. Oh, yeah, go get his rock. average hourly income in the mole. I don't. So if you're not counting the, what's it called? If you're not counting the time to refine, I would say, you can probably solidly 3 to 800K an hour. 3 to 800K sounds about right. It kind of just depends on the run and how long it takes, because if you're doing it like no nonsense is what I call it, like you're just doing straight up a run. It actually failed. You want a 30-minute runs, like what you're after. That's what I'm after. Like if I was trying to do this like as fast as I could, not jaw jacking, yapping off like I do on stream and all this stuff, about 30 minutes is about how long it'll take me. And that's 30 minutes from ASOP terminal to refinement terminal. 30 minutes. So that is the longest thing.
I need someone from maintenance to get the ventilation control.
The mole's a lot different. It's in a lot better space than it was before. The mole used to not be in as good of a spot, but it's a lot better now. I don't know. We'll give it a try. I'm about to go on a run, so we can't start it at the terminal because I'm gonna have to go get another mole bag. But we'll give it a shot. I'll give it a genuine thing, and it also depends on how picky you are. If you're real picky, then you can forget it. Right? 30 minutes probably ain't gonna happen. It's literally, you have to be as fast as you can.
Your vehicle has been
Alright, we're gonna grab this mole. Actually, I don't think that mole has... Actually, don't think that mole has anything in it.
Welcome.
I don't think that mole can fly.
Vehicle retrieval system.
That mole can't fly. I need to equip, I took everything off of it. Hang on. Oh, not landing. Mole 2. Yeah, it's empty. This thing is naked. Yeah, it doesn't have cooler. Yeah, power plant. Don't really care about this stuff. I mean, yeah, I don't really care about this stuff. It doesn't need a quantum drive. It doesn't need a power plant. I don't even have mining turrets on it. Okay, there we go.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
But I'll show you. We'll do the fastest run, and I'm going pretty far too.
To the following locations. Please visit
Like if I go to Selin, we're pushing it for 30 minutes. Like 30 minutes is pretty pushing it. Because you're talking about a 3-ish minute travel to and from. So that's 6 minutes already taken. Is this? Oh, it's the white one. Yeah, I was about to say. With the wrong mole out here. I'm glad I looked. I was about to be silly. If you're in a prospector, I usually say like 20 minutes. But I don't travel far when I prospector mine. My prospector mining is very short distance.
The ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
Yeah, that doesn't make... See, the white one was the number 1 one. Now this number 2. Whatever.
Vehicle select. Your vehicle has please visit us again.
Yo, thank all you guys for the likes. Thank you, thank you. Liking and watching is like the best thing you guys can do, so I really, really appreciate it. Yeah, see, this one's missing a mole bag too. So it's just missing this back right one. I think that other one is missing one because I took it off to put on to this one. And I think that's why it's missing it. Interesting that you can't repair that though. You'd think you could. I should have seen if the ship could fly without all this stuff in it. Honestly, I kind of hope for a wipe. That way it gets rid of my in-game mole, so then I only have 1 mole. so now we're gonna swap over here. Oh, wait, no. Local. Oops, personal, local. We're gonna get Nikki. We gotta fly out of here. No quantum drive.
Landing gear up.
Drone repair. Drones are going to be an interesting thing into the game. If they had mining drones that could mine like rock minables, that would be pretty cool. You'd be cooking then. You'd be real chilling then. And you could just pull up and let your drones do all the work. But I don't think there is a mining ship that really has that functionality just yet. Make sure I turn ship ports off. Interesting, without a quantum drive, I can't fly as fast as you can with one. That's interesting. I did not know that. That's a new thing to discover. Oh my goodness, we have so many people in here now. The Orion has drones? Yeah, but that's for like in-space drones. Which also makes me wonder, how are those drones gonna work? Alright. Alright, we're out of armistice. Ship ports are off. Yo, N7, what's up, man? Right? Ship ports are off. I mean, let me just double check. I don't want to have to get back in this ship. Ship ports unlocked. There we go. Yep. Okay. It said shields down. I don't know if that mattered for anything. All right. Night night. Yo, Freak, what's going on, my man? Welcome back to the show. Pleasure to see you. Great to have you. I'm curious to see how the drones will work for both salvage and for mining. It would be pretty cool. But we're not going to see mining drones for a long time. We'll sooner see salvage drones before we see mining drones, because the Orion is just so far off. Hey, good luck. Like, you're not seeing that thing. Better late than never. That's fair. Either way, still glad you're here. And now, like magic, my food and water is completely restored. If you guys don't know, if you like decorating your stuff, ugh, litter. You can actually pick up a lot of this stuff, right? And you can put it into your inventory. So if you want to decorate like your Ursa or your Pisces medevac, you can grab like a lot of this stuff. It's pretty cool. It's pretty neat. And don't litter. You mess up the server. Look at this.
Immediately in surgery. Dr. Chan to surgery.
Do not litter. Local.
Hello.
Just a friendly reminder that no matter
Of
your
course.
status of just
Please check with the
already
terminals.
taking an important step on the road to wholeness.
Cool. All right. To be honest with you, salvaging is kind of boring. There's not as much to do when it comes to salvaging. I mean, you're either scraping, which is pretty black and white, right? You turn it on and you point it and you suck up the stuff. That's scraping. And then obviously for like construction materials, the disintegration is like, you know what I mean? Super fast. You turn it on, you wait, it disintegrates, it goes into your hole, and you're done. Like, boom. Like, complete. And so, I mean, it's relaxing. It's a decent way to make money, but there's so many people that are doing it right now. It's hard to sell RMC, so don't want to do that. And I don't know, kind of overdone. Maybe in 4.0, I'll do more salvaging. I might make a salvage guide for 3.23, but it's just kind of not the move for me personally. I do have a reclaimer that I bought in game, and I did some solo reclaimer before, like to make a bunch of money, but there's just too many people doing dupe stuff now that I just don't think it's worth it. Move all, let's see, vehicles. Let's get some of these modules. Yep. Okay. Personal vehicle. Put one of those on my backpack. One of those in my backpack. Okay. All right, and we're set. Yeah, dupers are like ruining like low-key. Honestly, they need to, like, people who pirate them, 100% support it.
Systems activating.
Like, pirate them. You see dupers, pirate them. What I honestly think people should do is they should get like the tow truck, the SRV, right? I think it's SRV is what it's called. Oh, that was weird. Good thing I wasn't up that high. And just tow away all the all the C2s. Just start towing away C2s. That would be mad funny. I could get behind that. That'd be pretty good. There was a video I saw, I think it was a short or maybe it was a TikTok, where some dude took his 890 jump and it was like bowling with the he was bowling with the C2s. So he was just flying his 890 jump like right into all the C2s. It was great. Ship ports are unlocked. They make IRL. Yeah, they do. They sell it to what's it called? They sell it to websites. eBay is not a really good place, but there's like websites that will pay you as a farmer, basically, like your hired labor, and you mine the AUEC and give it to them, and then they turn around and sell it to other players. What? Oh, am I still in the armistice zone? No. No, I'm not. Am I? I am. I'm barely in the armistice zone. You have got to be joking me. You've got to be joking. I am. Oh my god. This is aggravating. Alright, well, that's annoying. This is unfortunate. That's a huge waste of my time. I've got to get back in both of these moles and move them. I was like, this does not exceed my thing. I was like, well, I can't, what? Hello, previous me. Excuse me. All right, now we're gonna do it. To murder dupers at the terminals. That's pretty funny. That's good stuff. That's pretty funny. Have I ran into any bugs with fracture lasers? I have ran into some bugs with the mole. I don't know if I'd say I've ran into it with lasers specifically. What do you mean? Whee! Do 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 do. How majestic. Lasers in the mole would go wonky and not shoot straight. If you have someone in the pilot seat of the mole while you're trying to mine, that can cause that. That is a known issue with the issue council. You should go contribute to it if you've experienced it too. But yep, that is a known issue. Yep, it's someone in the pilot seat. All they have to do is get out. If they get out of the pilot seat, then they're good to go. Oh my god, so why did I have to fly so far? Guys, I'm so sorry. Yep. All right, there. Yeah, there's the armistice zone. Literally just inside of it. No, no, no. God damn it. And 222k from I. That's pretty good. That's a solid haul. And you probably made that in like 10, 15, 20 minutes. Like that's pretty good. Like if you're making that in a 20-minute run, that's easy stuff right there. And sometimes, Hayden, there is some like instances where the pilot can be in the seat and the lasers work fine, but I don't really know what causes that. I don't know why I flew so far. Yeah, thank you guys for the reactions. Thank you. It's one of the best things you can do, like while you're watching. Like, I don't want your dirty money. Like, yeah, sure. Like, if you donate or you be a member or something like that, like, it's, you know, truly appreciated and goes towards the channel, all of it. But reactions, watching, the likes, it's the best stuff you guys can do. Honestly, it's the best stuff. Because that's what makes YouTube like the live stream. YouTube is very particular. It's kind of annoying, but yeah, it is what it is. Okay. Oh, woo! the hand up though. The hand up was so appropriate. It was so appropriate. That was real life. That was like a genuine reaction right there. That was funny. All right, there we go. Oh man, that was good. All right, elevator. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. The lowest value run ever is to Bajini. Ah, I mean, you don't have a lot of options if you're in a whole sea. You're pretty limited. But still, solid numbers right there. Solid income. Very, very good. Very nice. All right, let's get on to some actual gameplay. I'm gonna let people know there's a mole outside her L2 in case they want to do it. That's not the map. Did not click on her L2, but okay. Selling. Map. Close, point, and we're out of here. Yeah, let me tell the global that there's a mole there. Be a good citizen, be a good Samaritan. Let everyone know. Why are you doing this again? Doing what again? Going mining or going to selling? Okay, if you want me to go somewhere else, I'll go somewhere else. You just tell me where you want me to go. I'll try anywhere you want me to go. As long as it doesn't have wind. If it has wind, it's going to be mad annoying. Actually, you know what? Even if it does have wind, I'll go there. I'll go there. It might be real annoying, but I'll go. I can mine in the wind. I can make it work. I've done it before. I've done mining on what's it called? Microtech before. It's hit and miss. If you get in a windstorm, but if you're not in a windstorm, it's pretty cool. That's a smart loop. That's a pretty good loop variant. That's smart. That's pretty smart. Every point you go to, you've got like your own thing you're doing. I imagine the whole sea is a size 3. It's a size 3, right? Put a TS2 on that thing. You're moving. You are chilling. Cali can be pretty good. I mean, I like mining spots that are like pretty and like cool. So selling isn't my most favorite. Maybe I'll go to Microtech after this. Yeah, maybe I'll go to Microtech after this. I'll do you guys. I'll show you how cool that is. Microtech's pretty awesome, so I'll go there. I'll treat you guys out. I'll go to Microtech. I will suffer through possible windstorms. I know it's windy. But that's okay. What is the best way to make money in Star Citizen? That is the $1 million question. the bag swap, I didn't do the bag swap the first time. So when I parked them beside each other, we were inside the armistice zone, so I couldn't actually bag swap. And I really wasn't swapping. There's a glitch right now, I think, where moles are spawning with 7 of the 8 bags, and I needed the 8th bag, so I was just getting the 8th bag while I went out. Let's do this again. Making money in Star Citizen. Cargo hauling is good, but you need a lot of money to invest in it. That's the problem with cargo hauling. You need to have money to make money. And that's the big problem. Like, take his whole seat, right? He made 222K in one trip, right? And it's not that long of a trip because he's in a TS2 inside of his thing, right? And he says right there it takes 5 minutes to load and unload. So really he's probably at like 20 minutes per trip. So he's averaging like 722K an hour, right? Not bad. The mole, it kind of depends on what ores you find, but you can average somewhere between 400 and I'd say 800K an hour. Heavily dependent on your luck, because it can be bad, right? Like there are some runs that I do and I just don't find like much of anything, or what I do find isn't good. Euterpe? I don't even know how you'd say that. Is that hands down the most beautiful? Is it? Is it? I think Microtech's pretty cool. I just like Microtech's got the mountains and trees. Like it's just so cool. Like to park my mole in between a bunch of trees is so cool. Like you just pull it in, and it's just a cool, fun experience. And even if it is windy, usually you can just wait for the wind to die down and then you get like a nice little thing. The black cutlass and the buggy, there, again, yeah, that kind of depends on your luck, right? Like when I went out and made my video, my beginner's guide for 3.23, I had such a hard time finding like Hadanite. And like I did not find Hadanite the entire time. And that was rough. That was real rough. Maybe I'll go to Euterpe for this. I'll see what all the hype's about. Alright, it's not that dark on this planet. Salvage is really hard to beat right now, if I'm being honest with you. If a reclaimer in salvage is so hard to beat right now. It is so hard to beat because you can get so much profit in so little time. It's ridiculous how much profit you can make. I don't really like these. No. I saw fly over here. Yeah, like if you find Hadanite on like somewhere like Aberdeen, like you sit pretty well. Like a decent cluster will run you a good amount, and if you can hit those clusters back to back to back, like you could probably average like 600K an hour. You could probably make that work. I mean, you have to be bussing, but you make it work. And that's pretty good for like a new player, like in my opinion. Like for a new player to make 600K an hour, like that's really achievable, and you're not in it for a lot of money. Like to rent everything that's there, you don't need much, right? Like the starting money, you could start rock mining. You're doing better than me, man. Because every time I went to mine on Aberdeen, I just kept finding Dolovine. I don't know why. It was awful. I was so upset. All right. Well, we're gonna skedaddle. Where was I? I was on Aberdeen. I usually fly to like one of the HDMSs, like quantum to it, and then I just start scanning from there. But truthfully, yeah, salvage is probably like your best bet when it comes to, ooh, that's a good spot right there. Yeah, that's what we want. Perfect. What the? Who just target locked me? Someone just target locked me. Who? Someone just target locked me. But no one's on my sensors. I'm mad nervous right now. Who just target locked me? And they just went away. No, it didn't. Who just target locked me? Bro, who just target locked me? Where? I don't have any indicators. Dude, I am tripping right now. Dude, someone has a lock on me. What? What in the world? I don't like that at all, but I'm gonna turn my light off, lower my signature. That's a pretty good rock. Yo, somebody's near me. I wonder if they're landed. Or like they're in a mole or something. Or not in a mole, in like a prospector. Bro, what are these rocks, dude? What is this like? What is this cluster? This cluster sucks. It's like a cluster of like 10 rocks and they're all like prospector sized. Oh, we just came from over there. Yep. I'm pinging, but no one's here. Oh, oops. I mean, if it's another mining vehicle, bro, he's in for a fight. Oh. Whoop his ass. I can fly this thing like a gladius. We can square up. Really? Guarding big quant rocks? Really? I don't know how he has a lock on me. It's Hadanite. Like, there's still a lock on me, but there's no one here. There's nobody here. I don't even have a signature like on my thing. Just leave me alone. I'm just a humble miner. Oh, there it just went away. Yeah, facts. There's some dude just like creeping up on me in a saber raven. Weirdos, man. Man's better be careful. I used to give people the business in my Avenger Titan back when I was a little young lad. It used to be real funny. People try to bully me. Did not work. What the? What the? Laranite? Bro, come on. Someone, yeah, I think someone is mining around here. I think someone's mining. Someone's mining here. Someone's around here. For sure. Yeah, there's scraps around here. Someone in the chat talking to me? No? Yeah, someone's around here. Someone in the chat. Someone's trolling me. But I did not see any signatures, so I'm like super confused. All right, well, hopefully we got something here. That's what I was talking about earlier. Like, it's not necessarily the most fun to watch me fly around and look for rocks. That's no one wants to watch that. Or maybe you do. We might not know what you guys like. Can't speak for you. These are all kind of. Oh. Agresium. Oh my god. I thought that as soon as I saw the optimal charge window. It was the first thing I thought. Oh, like, bro, don't tell me it's Agresium. You've been here too. I'm about to go somewhere else. Yeah, 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 we're gonna quantum jump to like the other side of the planet or something. No, I don't want to go to a security post. That's where I just was. Terra Mills Hydro Farm is where we went earlier. I don't want to run into private property. Sure. Zoop. Away we go. Here we go. Much better. I don't have to be paranoid either.
Quantum travel complete.
Yeah, I kind of want to go somewhere prettier after this. Mining in the slums is not like, I mean, not the most amazing. Why are all these rocks so tiny? It's super satisfying to do though. Come on, come on. Wake up. Come on, let's go. Let's look at some other rocks maybe. That usually kind of helps it. Well, that's a big signature. Look at that guy. 15,600. That's a. We'll go. We might go there next. I fly over there right now. I've turned into a lunchbox.
Landing gear down. Landing
Is
gear
it worth to have a server? Is the server gonna won't let me quantum travel? Oh yeah, we're about to have a server error. Yep. Yep. We're about to have a server error. People are having issues in the chat.
mining mode off. Mining mode on. Mining mode off.
Yeah, it's not even lighting up the rocks.
Mining mode on. Mining mode off.
Mouse and keyboard's fine. A lot of people play mouse and key. I play on an Xbox Elite controller because I'm a big weirdo. You can get like the HOTAS controls and stuff. A lot of people do. They like that. It's more immersive for them, but like you absolutely don't need it. Minimum PC hardware. You could get away with any of your middle of the line AMD and Intel processors. So Star Citizen, until it's like really optimized, it's really CPU heavy. It's getting a lot better with 3.23. They added a lot of updates and stuff. So it's made it a lot better. It kind of relies on your GPU a bit more. So like, but if you're running your i7s, i9s, pretty okay. Some people even run, I think, i5s, some of the better ones. For graphics, I'm not super familiar with the AMD ones. 20 series cards would be pretty okay. 20 series runs all right. 30 series, you'd be sitting really, really good. 30 series runs well. And then obviously the 40 and 50 series runs pretty well. Sorry, not 50 series, 40 series. Like I have a 4070 standard. Well, not standard, it's overclocked and all that stuff, but you guys know what I mean.
Mining mode on. Mining mode off.
All right, well, we're gonna go to that other, maybe it's just these rocks. Oh, that's bright. That's bright. That's bright. RAM, yeah, so SC for Star Citizen, RAM is progressive. And with the progressive RAM, what it means is I think Star Citizen caps out when you have 64 gigs of RAM, I think. So at 32 gigs, like the more RAM you have, the more RAM it will use. But the less you have, the less it'll use, if that makes sense. It's kind of weird. So like if you have 64, I think the most RAM it will use is like 50? I think 50 is like the most it'll use if you have 64, or maybe it's the 40s. I think it's like 40. 42 sounds right. I think if you have 64, the most it'll use is 32. If you use, yeah, if you have 32 gigs, then, ooh, gold. 32 gigs, I think it maxes out at like 20. I think 20 is the most it'll use. And like it varies from there, right? Is what I read that Star Citizen does. So I have an obnoxious amount of RAM. I have 128. But also, to be fair, I have 128 as someone who streams and makes YouTube videos. So I have a lot of background processes that go on when I'm playing the game. So I need all the RAM to make sure that I don't have any issues. So that's why I have that much. But otherwise, you don't really need 128. 128 is like super, super crazy amount to have. But I always had 64, and I mean, I'm playing 1440p, you know, super chillin', upscaled. Like, this is a really helpful thing too, is you can run it windowed. And if you run it windowed at 1080p, you can use lossless scaling, and lossless scaling is actually super helpful for that. Ooh, what's this? 45% Bexelite. That's pretty good. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. Absolutely, man. If you add me up, it's the same name as on here. It's the same name everywhere, by the way. But if you do that, yeah, you can absolutely hop in. I'm not snubbing my nose to having someone come help. Although I don't know how much longer I'll be on. Maybe like 45 minutes or so. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna go up, 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 up. We're gonna position this kind of weird. We're gonna position ourselves, we're gonna turn like this. We're gonna lift it like this. Because the gravity, these rocks are gonna fall down here as soon as I break this. So I wanna position my mole so I have the most field of view this way, because your turrets can look all like this. So instead of lining right up to it, oops. We're gonna, we're gonna line up like this, and then I think the front turret can do it. I want to see if the back turret can break this, actually. Kind of want to test it out. Oh yeah, I have a friend that takes like 4K and 8K screenshots is like a thing he does. I think his name is Citizen of the Verse on Instagram, I think is his name. And he has crazy shots. Like, he will zoom in on this armor and you can see the paint. Like, you can see like the paint imperfections. The imperfections of the paint. Like, it looks like it was, it's crazy. The dude's, he's pretty cool. He does good stuff. I'm probably gonna bring him along one time to help me so I can get some shots for thumbnails, but it's so crazy detailed, this game in 4K. Like, this game in 4K is absolutely nuts. It's ridiculous. All right. Oh, well, see, this is fixed. See how it's like showing the actual correct number now? So now my lasers have all the correct power, which is good. I should be able to break this rock. Maybe not. I'm just gonna look stupid right now. Oh, yep, yeah, I can. I figured it could. It's the instability that's preventing this. Yeah, it's the instability. Also, it's the server. Oh yeah, we're charging this at like 50. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. This is gonna jump into the overcharge zone. This is making me so nervous. Let me drop that power down. This is making me so nervous. Oh, I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't like this. Oh, it's making me so nervous. Perfect, got it. Boom.
Attack on shields.
Boom. Easy. 1080p eyes. You're stupid. I wish I had 4K. I'm probably gonna get a 4K monitor. It might be one of my next purchases. English words are hard. It'd be one of my purchases. Ooh, that's a pretty looking rock. I like that. Whoa, whoa, whoa. No, oh my god. Oh man, that's overcharged.
Warning. Power critical. Warning. Power critical.
That's nice. That's super cool.
Extraction mode on.
Well, I mean, how many times I'm going to do that today? I seem to keep doing that a lot. It's pretty embarrassing. I'm not going to lie to you. Just giving away free money. 10 SCUs of Bexalite just gone. Ooh.
Fracturing mode on.
I need to start treating these rocks with how big they are and not how the laser's behaving, because the server's kind of wonky and it's kind of messing me up. I don't really like it. Oh yeah, the Vulcan's super nice. Like the way they've included Vulcan, it works super, super nice.
Extraction mode on.
I was using Vulcan a bit, but it's just not as pretty. So I stopped. But my frame rates were like way better. I'd say now I average about like 50 frames or so. Like I average pretty okay. I've got a 4070. I've got an i9, I think 12.7. I think it's a 12.7. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. NVIDIA, when they launched that next driver update and it had Star Citizen on the picture, boy, I'm about to act a fool. I was like, yes, sir. That's what we wanted to see right there. You're using a what? An i5 96K, bro. You might as well be playing on a...
Fracturing mode on.
playing on like a Cheez-It. Oh, we're not doing this again. Isn't the 4090 like a huge power hog though? That's what I heard. Like huge power hog on your system. And like the cooling's like a pain in the, right?
Extraction mode on.
I mean, in either case, I want one. I'm not gonna lie. Super jealous that you're running on a 4090 on a 49-inch Odyssey. You're living my dream. Ah, okay. The Star Citizen community is such an interesting bunch because it's like everyone's got money in Star Citizen. Everyone's irresponsible with their money that plays Star Citizen. It's kind of funny. Come on, scan. Let's go. Yeah, of course you're a pure Bexalite piece. Yeah, okay, go figure. Well, there's pieces I can't see here,
Fracturing mode.
but I want to see. I need to get rid of this. In the Chairman's Club, the Top Hat Club. That's what I call it. It's the Top Hat Club. I'm gonna let this overcharge a little bit.
Warning. Power critical. Warning. Power critical. Attack on shields.
Trying to see. Yeah, there we go. I want to see underneath it. No. Can't really see. All right, well. Let's go break that big rock. I think that's what we're going to go do now. I'm done playing around over here. We're going to go break that big guy. Where's old dude at? How far away is he? he's across the galaxy from me. Or is that in kilometers? Is that in kilometers or millions? GM, oh yeah, that dude's, he's a mile away. It's a lifetime. It's a microtech. Yeah, like you can be poor and play Star Citizen. You're gonna take your Connie? Yeah, it's gonna take you a minute to get here. We don't. Yeah, I weren't too interested in that. We want this big fucking rock that's over here. I want this one right here. 33%, 28k. We're gonna bust this bad boy. Yep. And we're gonna do it from above. No, like right here. Like right there. Perfect. Where am I from? Where I'm from, honestly, it's kind of a loaded question. This server is about to have issues. I can't get out of my seat. Yeah, there we go. Where I'm from is a loaded question because I'm active duty military. So I am from North Carolina near Fayetteville, a place you probably never heard of. And I am currently in Colorado. So it kind of just depends on what you mean by where I'm from. So from North Carolina, but where I'm at right now, I'm in Colorado. Grew up in North Carolina, whole life. And then I lived in Spring Lake specifically. It's outside of Fayetteville, but no one ever knows what Spring Lake is. They always know what Fayetteville is. So Spring Lake, suburb of Fayetteville, if you call it that, little town nearby. Grew up there, went to high school there. Grandparents there. And joined the military at 19. After joining the military, I was in Kentucky for my training. And after I did my training, I then went to Fort Campbell, Kentucky, home of the 101st Airborne Division. I was in the 101st Airborne Division for a while. Loved it. Great place, great unit. It was a lot of fun. Then I went to... and then I went to Fort Polk in Louisiana. So I went there. I was part of the 10th Mountain Division. So 10th Mountain Division. And then I went and recruited outside of Philadelphia and in New Jersey. And I did that for a 3-year stint. Recruiting duty in the Army's a 3-year stint. And then now I am in Colorado. And then probably going to drill sergeant duty pretty soon. Oh my goodness. I'm reading chat, that's why this rock's not charging, because I haven't activated my stampede yet. But that should charge it. So where are all the rich people from? Retired Australian Army? That's badass, dude. That's pretty cool. Right on. I live in the hood in Philadelphia. I used to recruit outside of Philadelphia. Yep. Near Doylestown, if you've ever heard of Doylestown. Doylestown is where my recruiting office was. Ranger? No, I'm not a ranger. I am a combat explosives engineer. I'm a sapper. Sapper, not a ranger. You can look up sappers. I'm a sapper, not a ranger. Retired Royal Navy. That's pretty badass. When you take out the reclaimer, you want to be the box moving guy? I got you. I got you, bro. 54 pounds. Yeah, and now you're like, wait, now you're like in debt. You have like a loan in Star Citizen. I knew this would charge this rock, by the way. I don't want to make the chat motion since everybody yelled at me yesterday. Yeah, I'm on the FBI watch list. Like, that's not even like a joke. I do have military training. I'm on the FBI watch list. That's real life. It's shockingly concerning how little you need to make explosives in the United States. and how easily accessible it is. It's oh no no. I gotta put another stampede on. God, that's annoying. You know, I didn't want to spend that much on Star Citizen, but it's kind of nice being a creator and YouTube pays me. Like, you guys don't have to give me any money. Like, if you do, sure, like, YouTube pays me that, but I get paid by YouTube whether you guys give me money or not. I get to steal money from big advertisements. So that's what I like doing personally. Like, if you guys give money, like, I want to invest as much as I can back into the stream, into the content, because that's what you guys like, that's what you want to watch. So I try to do that as best I can. And then I also want to start doing giveaways. That's something I'm interested in doing. But it's nice. I say that because it's nice to get the ability to have it funded, because then I can buy ships in Star Citizen. And what I do is I CCU. I mean, a lot of you old timers in here for Star Citizen have probably, I forgot to turn off my ship ports. All of the old timers in here for Star Citizen are probably very familiar with CCUing. If you are not familiar with CCUing, CCUing is the act of, that's big letters, thank you. CCUing is the act of, you can upgrade ships. If you don't know, you should really look into it if you're interested in buying new ships, right? Especially expensive ones. CCUing is when they do deals, and they usually do deals. They do them often, but the most frequent time, they don't do it too often, but the most common times, sorry, not frequent, common is the appropriate word, they do it is Invictus launch week, which we just had. And if I'm going to go down here, I might as well put a Optimax on this. So Invictus launch week, which we just had, and then Intergalactic Aerospace Expo, aka IAE, is the other time they do it. And that is like the thing to do for ships. Like, you can get hundreds and hundreds of dollars off. Like, people see these ships, I'm like, oh my god, that ship is, you know, like the Polaris, oh my god, that's a $750 ship. I mean, yeah, it is a $750 ship, but I promise you, there is people in this chat right now that probably bought that ship for $300. There is people in this chat, I would bet money, that bought that for $300. I got my Arastra for like $350. So very doable, like super chill. Yeah, he got a Carrack for $370, right? That's an expensive ship right there. You know what I mean? So very doable. And then the trick to it, which I kind of started leaning into this year, was that you can save them, which I didn't know you could do that. I thought you had to have the ships with you to be able to buy it. I didn't know like you could just like purchase the upgrade and you keep that value. So it's been pretty cool for me that I, you know, like today, like Invictus launch week, a really good chain was Vanguard Harbinger to Vanguard Sentinel, or I think it was Sentinel to Harbinger, and then Harbinger to Cat, I think was the chain. Some of you guys probably correct me if I'm wrong here, but I believe that was the chain. And yeah, it was money. I mean, that was like $50 of savings bankrolled. Boom. Good to go. Yep. Sweet. Where's old boy at? Oh, he's pretty close. He's almost here. Come on. There we go. Got a reclaimer for $245. Like, look at this stuff. Look at this. Everyone in here has probably got some like story of like some really nonsense thing that they got. Oh man. Like, yeah, you guys have great deals, I'm sure. Yo, Homer, thanks for stomping in, man. Dude, I really appreciate you coming in here and saying that, dude. That's awesome. Thank you. I hope you've been enjoying the content. I hope it's been really helpful for you. That's kind of been my goal for this, is like making content is to help everybody and like give them, you know, better understanding of the game, because I remember starting the game and people make good guides. I don't want to dog on people, but I felt like I can make pretty good guides, so I wanted to make guides to help new players, because personally I'm not a fan of people who make guides and then their guide is them, you know, doing a mining run for 30 minutes and they go out there and I'm just like, I'm not really learning anything, right? I feel like you're not explaining anything to me. You're just kind of doing it, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that, right? You know, different strokes type thing. But that's kind of where I'm at with that.
Mining mode on.
Perseus to Polaris for $25. There was a really good one. There was a good one in the store. It was I think it was Carrick to Polaris or something like that. It was like a $50 one that was in Invictus launch week. I'm not buying a ship that expensive. The next ship I'm getting is the Galaxy, and that's the last ship I'm getting. But like, just to give you guys an idea. What does the gadget you put on the rock actually do? Different gadgets do different things. So the one I just put on there was for cluster factor, because it was an Optimax, and you can see here the symbol for it right here. So anytime you put a gadget on, its symbol will appear here. So on the gadget, it's in the top left, and then you'll see that symbol here to let you know that gadget's working and it's there. All right, this is gonna work really well now. And what the Optimax does is it increases cluster factor, so that 33% Bexelite, we should see really good cluster. Like, we probably get some nice 100% or better Bexelite pieces out of this, and I don't want to suck up as much junk. So this way it's more efficient mining. Like in my mole video, I talk about like you could be a value miner or you could be a volume miner. This is definitely like, what's it called? Value miner stuff right here. Oh, this is perfect right here. Oh yeah. Beautifully done. Whoa, whoa. Perfect.
On shields.
That was absolutely magical. I think I might have blew up my gadget though. I don't see it. Yeah, I don't see it. So what you should see here is I imagine one of these rocks is going to have a lot of Bexelite in it. One of these rocks is going to be really good. Oh yeah, see here's 65% Bexelite. That's a pretty good one. Oh, he brought his prospector out. 3%. So seeing rocks with little percent is good. Nomad rock for starter combo? Absolutely. Nomad rock is like, that's a solid starter combo, honestly. That's a super solid starter combo, because you've given yourself, like, the Nomad's a really cool ship. I talked about this yesterday. I think it's like one of the cooler starter ships, to be honest with you. See, so this one has 77%. This is 36. That's okay. 48%, 65%, right? So it's not going to be perfect, right? But it makes the brakes a lot better. It's not going to give me perfect brakes, but it's going to give me good brakes. And now when I sub-brake those, there's not a lot of titanium there, so it's going to give me even better. I'm going to let you in, Slayer. I got you, buddy. He said Roger. Buying the moles with buying in-game money, or keep the prospector and fellow refiner before selling ore. I think the mole can be worth buying. It's kind of like how you want to play. So I think the mole is really good. And like if you do my setup kind of helps you as an individual miner because you have the ability to break pretty large rocks by yourself. And then like with this now, with him coming in, I'm going to have a lot more ability having him here. What's he doing? There he goes. He couldn't find the button. He must not have been in the mole since 3 out of 23. They put the interaction on the bottom, like on the ground. It's not where you think it is. You used to have to look up and open the door, but you don't have to do that anymore.
Launch complete. Landing gear up.
So we're gonna come up here. We're gonna tilt like this. Actually, we're gonna tilt like this. And we're gonna do with all that.
Mining mode on.
But Nomad Rock, like the Nomad's a cool starter ship. It gives you a little bit of cargo space and you can put a rock in it, which is pretty dope. And then the rock itself is just a solid moneymaker for a new player. Like hands down for a new player, I don't think you're gonna get much better than that. Faster. Short of a vulture. And even then, I think it might be better than a vulture. Well, thank you guys all for the compliments on my mole setup. I did a lot of testing with my mole setup in 3.
Systems activating. Systems on.
3.21. It was 3.21. I did a lot of testing, a lot of A/B testing with it. So like it was pretty interesting. But then I really ironed out like how I wanted to do it. Because once I learned how to make the most powerful laser that can break like 55k rocks by itself on the helix, you completely change the game for yourself as a solo miner.
Extraction mode on.
If you're finding a lot of rocks you can't break in your prospector, then you're probably going to bad places. So different rocks. So it's going to sound kind of confusing, but like it's accurate too. Different places all are the same when it comes to mining. They're all the same. The only difference with them is that the mining materials they have. So some rocks or some materials have worse what I call mass to SCU ratio, which is to say, okay, so it takes, what's a good example? Like, we'll use this as an example. Titanium. It takes like 120 mass to make 1 SCU of titanium. It takes 400 mass to make like 1 SCU of iron. So there's the same amount of SCU. We'll start referring to like the ore as material. There's the same amount of material in both places. But the only difference is if I mine somewhere with a lot of iron, then that means that we're going to have larger rocks, right? The rocks are going to be 4 times as big because it takes 4 times as much mass to make 1 SCU. So just like that, boom, twice as big. The rocks are 4 times as big. So this rock right here that was like 30K would have been a 60K rock on like Hurston. And the only thing we've changed is it doesn't have titanium, right? Titanium doesn't have titanium. It would have iron. That would be the only difference. See what I'm saying? So if you're finding rocks that are too big for your prospector, you need to go mine somewhere else, right? Tungsten is a really bad one. Tungsten has a really high SCU to mass ratio. So tungsten, like you'll find really huge rocks. Like when I made my videos for making the strongest laser, I was mining on Lyria because Lyria has a lot of tungsten. And I had mixed feelings about tungsten because tungsten has a high SCU to mass ratio, but it has a really great cluster factor. See, right? You see how rock stats like play into that a lot? Good cluster factor means I get better mining hauls because I don't have to worry about it, right? That means when I break a rock, the tungsten wants to stick together, and that means the more it sticks together, it really doesn't matter how good of a cluster factor quantanium has, because tungsten is a really good cluster factor. So I've now kind of artificially given myself the ability to like break or have the ability to hold like these big rocks, right? Like without having to insert a gadget or just by being smart. I've came to selling because, and like tungsten has like no resistance, by the way. It has like 0 resistance and like 0 instability. It just has a lot of mass. But like here, titanium has a lot of resistance. Aluminum has some resistance too. It is more than some others. So resistance is going to be higher here. But both titanium and aluminum have low mass to SC ratios. So the rocks I find here on Selin are all pretty small. And so that's kind of why I've enjoyed like mining here with my solo mole, because the chances of me finding a rock that is too big for my mole here is slim to none. Especially if I have one other person with me, slim to none. Like I don't think, actually, yeah, in the streams that I've came mining here, when I had someone with me, I did not find a single rock I could not mine. I could mine it. Like even the giant quantanium one I blew up, did not blow it up. I mean, could break it. Like I could 100% could have broke it. I just overcharged it because I'm a big loser. Okay.
Mining mode on.
Okay. I do. Honestly, I'm gonna be kind of upfront with you guys. I don't know if I call it vulnerable or not. When I started YouTube and streaming, I did not think I was gonna get to build a community. I'm not gonna hold you guys. I did not think it was gonna happen. I do have a Discord, and I want to invest more time into it. I want to actually like make it a good Discord. So like I have one started. I'm gonna start linking it in the videos for you guys. So I'm gonna start doing that and start getting the community together and assembled, for lack of a better word. And I want to have a place that we can all gather and hang out and talk and stuff, because I don't know. It's been a weird experience for me. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I mean, we just crossed 6,000 subscribers today, which is so many. We got our first member yesterday. That was pretty rad. Like it's all just kind of, it's also kind of weird for me. So I need to get a space for all you guys and a space for us to be and hang out and such. So, long-winded answer, yes, I do have a Discord. I do need to link it though. So I will start linking it in the videos. I will, if you come back to the stream later, I can put it in the, actually, if you give me a second, I can link it here in the chat. Is completely transparent with you guys. It is not the fanciest or sexiest Discord in the world. By any means. So hang on, let me It's got it's kind of funny. Honestly, it's like kind of comical. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty funny. All right, let's see if I can remember how to do this. All right, there we go. Boom, boom. There you go. No, that's a great question, Homer. So it's good to do that at first if you don't have any money, but if you have money, you should refine. You should always refine if you have money. You're just gonna get more bang for your buck. You're gonna get more value. It's just better. And then I would, it's kind of how you want to do it. You know, it's, you know, different strokes type thing. But if you have different refineries with your orders, then you're going to have to fly around and load them all up because the refineries are not interconnected, right? Like they're independent entities. So when you want to load them up, if you're going to a bunch of different ones, then you're absolutely going to have to go to each one of them with your cargo ship, load it up to transport, which if you're cool doing that, I mean, it's not, it's a way. I don't want to say it's wrong. No, it's a way to do it, right? But I wouldn't. Yeah, it takes forever. I just refined in the same spot, which for me is in Hurston, because Hurston's in the middle of the galaxy and has all the mining stuff. So anytime a new patch drops, I can buy all my new mining lasers, all my modules. I can get everything set up like right away. But at the same time, Orison has all the ship components. So when they do like a actual wipe, I don't know, it might be better for me to go there. That way I can just get my ship components quicker. In either case, though, in either case, I would refine in one place, and then you can just bring your cargo ship there. You can load up all your orders, and then you can go straight to selling as opposed to flying around the galaxy. But if you want to get the most out of your refining, because you can travel a lot on the front end or the back end, right? Like you can do all your traveling on the front end, like I do, and you spend your time going to each and every, or going back to the same refinery, which is cool, right? But and then you can just transport it all from the same one, or you can do all your traveling on the back end. And if you do it on the back end, well, now you're kind of stuck going picking up all your stuff separately. Are these the rocks from earlier that wouldn't scan? Oh my goodness, I don't have time for this. This hunt for quantanium is not going good. I just want to point out to everybody that we succeeded when we started this stream because the goal was the goal was to find quantanium, and we found it on our first run. So I'm just gonna stand by that. Ooh, what's this? No way. Is that a giant deposit? It is. That's a giant. What? Dude, do you know how big this has to be? 65k mass, 54% quant. Whoa. That's tough. I just want to come look at this patch. This is going to be a giant patch of rock minables. I just want to come see it. I want to see how big it is. Look at that. That's crazy. Well, Dolivine. See, I only find Dolivine. I swear I only find Dolivine.
Mining mode off.
Oh, Dingo, you haven't even played Star Citizen? Really? I swore you played it as much as you've been hanging out talking. That's right on. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna find a bunch of rock minables now. Yeah, I can get you my referral code. If I get you my referral code, you'll get free starting money and such. And I don't know if you're willing to wait to play this game, but if you're willing to wait, usually during like big events, they do referral rewards. And you can get like free stuff in the game, which is pretty neat. So they usually give a reward to the referrer and the referred. I mean, that's fair, Dingo. If I'm being honest, the stability issues just recently got better. They just recently got better. They used to be a lot worse. 3.23, some people have told me it's not very stable for them. Like, as I've streamed, and like you'll see people in the chat talk about it too, like they don't have good experiences, but I've had pretty okay experiences. Oh, this is off a cliff. Oh yeah, there they all are right there.
Mining mode on.
Yo, what's up, Grinder? Sending the prospector.
Mining mode off.
Oh, come on, these rocks have to scan. Okay, I was about to say. Like, I'm not naive to think that like it doesn't have problems. It does, and I suffer the instability problems too. But it gets better. That's a huge rock. I mean, I could bust that. I might bust that. Kind of depends on what's in all these other ones. Hoping to find some like quantanium or something. 26% backs. I mean, these aren't bad rocks. I mean, they're not great. They're like really low. What? Oh, there we go. There we go. That's what we're looking for. Right there. Right there. I knew if I held out, we'd find it. Yeah, I mean, I think it's pretty enjoyable. The game is, it's not without its faults, but that's okay. That's all right. You know, it's an alpha. We're all game testers, right? We always wanted to be, you know, little testers as kids. Well, we're game testers now. I'm actually really sad for this rock because this would have been a really great rock to find when I didn't have this much SCU space. I really wish I had more than like 18 SCU space. 120 SCU, 42% quant. That's nuts. That's huge. That's $1 million rock right there. That's $1 million rock. Let's see if we can bust this without
Fracturing mode on. Mining mode on.
25% quant. God, 25% means there's 25, at least 25 SCUs in here. There's 30. Really, there's like 30, 35 SCUs of quant in here. Alright, we're gonna bust this thing. Well, this is pretty easy. And now you're looking at the power of this build where we're gonna bust this with 2 lasers, this little 40k rock. Oh, this is such a good rock. This is like a Rocky dream of, because it's 25% quant, and then it's 37%, almost 38% borass. It's like, that's pretty good. I'm so nervous increasing this power, because I don't want it to like instability spike me, and then just like that. And then we bust the rock. We're just gonna let him ride it, and we're just gonna take it one little step at a time. Come on, come on, come on, come on, little guy. You're right there. You're right there. Come on. Come on. Everybody's watching in anxious anticipation. This is where you gotta be patient, because if I turn the power up some more, it's gonna like launch it into the overcharge zone. I know it is. And I'm not trying to deal with that. But this little stuttering thing is super helpful when it's in the optimal zone. Boom.
Attack on shields.
Cool. Oh, that's pretty. %38 quant, 32% quant. He's the breaker for this. I'm just gonna scan and see what I can find. Oh, this rock is so good. It's so good. Oh my god, I love everything about this rock. So all of it's so good. Alright, we're gonna go hop in a rear laser.
Mining mode on.
Oh my god, we have so many people in here. We almost have 40 people again. Good lord. Hello everybody. Welcome, welcome. Catching us at a solid time. We're in the middle of getting this here at Quant. I got my mans in the support laser. I'm gonna hop in the other support laser. We're gonna do some little sub-fractures here. And we're gonna try to get the most quantanium we can. If I could get 18 SCUs of this, that'd be preferable, but we're gonna see. War Thunder was your main game? Hey, yo, War Thunder is a funny game to me. I ain't even gonna hold you guys. That is a funny game for me. Because I've heard about how like how people will like leak classified military documents to win arguments over that game. That's funny stuff. Look how good this rock's broke, bro. It's broke so good. 47.52, 51.48, 32.40, 57. Like that's a perfect rock right there. That is 24 SCUs of pure value. Here's another 16 of pure value.
Attack on shields.
Oh, this rock broke so good. Star Citizen does. I agree. Star Citizen is a really, really solid community. I've got to say. Like Star Citizen community, like they're very welcoming, they're very helpful. Like when I joined my org, which if you look at some of the videos, I do have the link to my org Discord. How I met them was pretty funny. It was I'm wasting my time breaking this rock.
Warning. Storage full.
It was I had died on an 890 jump mission. And I asked for help, right? I did a rescue beacon, and he at the rescue beacon, this dude accepted it, and I think he was a new player because I was a new player, and I could see, like, you know, because back then, like, the different distance meter had like the kilometers away, and he was so far away, and he was moving towards me at like 1 kilometer. Like a second, or like every 10 seconds. It was super slow, and he was like across the galaxy. I was at like Microtech, and he was in like Art Core, and moving so slow. And I'm like, this dude doesn't know how to quantum travel. He's gonna take forever to get to me. And I was like begging in the chat for someone to come help me. So then the dude accepted it, and you know, it worked out. He came. Where's this prospector at? Well, it should be this way. Well, if I were you, I would just remember where, where, like, the orientation of where it's at. But it should be like this way somewhere. Because we flew generally this way, or from this way. Yep, I got it. It's right here. Yep, I got it. All right, well, normally I pay people, but you're gonna get a full prospector out of this and a lot of quantanium. So if it's all the same to you, I'm not gonna pay you for your assistance. You just take all that quantanium and enjoy.
Landing gear down.
Okay, sweet. And then I'll fly over to the quantanium. So that way you can know where it's at. I generally know what direction it is, so I'm just gonna go head that way. All right, I'm not gonna land. I'm just gonna fly real like low, and just run out the side turret. You'll be fine. Just run out the side. If you just run straight out of the front of the turret, you'll be fine. You don't need to take the elevator. Just take the turret. Just walk out. There you go. All right, and then it should be this way. All right, there and here. Right, this should be one signature. How much time do I have? It's not over there. We passed that, right, to come here. Is it this way? I don't think so. No, it's not it. Yeah, we passed that, right? So it should be like straight this way. Yeah, because here's that little like drop off. Yeah, yeah, it's right here. Yeah, right here. Impeccable.
Mining.
All right. He's all taken care of. Let's head back in. And then I've got a scat. I gotta go to work. Yo, the math, what's going on, man? Thanks so much for joining the stream, dude. I appreciate you watching the video. Thank you. I'm glad it was helpful. Oh wow, this is okay. This is really cockeyed. Okay, all right. This is hurting my head. Okay. Can I just type it in? Okay. Faithful Dream Station. Okay, all right. Whoop. Well, my help has been sufficiently paid. He's probably gonna make more money than me, to be honest with you. That dude's gonna get like 20 or 30 SCUs of quantanium, dude. That dude's gonna get rich. He's gonna make more money than me. He should make about 600K. All right, Mr. Smarty Pants, Mr. Big Brain Math over here. 600K. That's a low estimate because that's, was it 4 times 6? 24. Okay, well, I guess that kind of that rounds out. Yeah. 4 times 6. Sounds about right. 24 SCUs. Depending on how much he can get. But if he can get 32, he might make a little more than that. But yeah. He's gonna make out like a bandit. I'm not. But that's okay. Had a good time. Had a good time mining today. It's been a good run. A very, very good run. It would appear Saturday has won out in the polls. Let's take a look at this poll. Yep. With 49 votes, it would appear Saturday has won it. Saturday is the winner of the stream, is the better day to stream. Saturday from 11 to 2. Oh, you're looking at Regolith? Okay, I got you. I understand. I'm really glad you ended up with the gifted sub because you're in here a lot. And that worked out. I was afraid like the gifted subs went to people who were like subscribed, but like aren't in here that much. It's like they're not even gonna notice. I need to get sub badges. I need to get membership badges made. If we're gonna have members, like, I gotta get membership badges now. I didn't think anyone would ever be a member, so I'm like, oh no. I do need a video for this weekend though. I need to figure out what the next video is going to be. Need to shoot some stuff for that, edit it out, and get that brewing. Might do a prospector, an individual advanced prospector thing of where to go, what to do, what to mine, how you should be doing that. Probably be the better thing. Sellen's probably going to win out as the best place to mine for a prospector and for a solo mole. Like, I think, like, if you can go anywhere where you mine and it's smaller rocks, like, you're 100% going to be better off. And like my mole build there, like, I mean, you saw, broke that 40k rock with 2 lasers, barely trying. And I could have broke that by myself. I didn't even need him there. He just made it easier. Which is the goal of my mole build, because if you can break up the 60k rocks by yourself, 55k really, and then anytime you have people, 1, you can break bigger rocks, and 2, you can break rocks easier. And like that makes all the difference. Like being able to do it easier makes all the difference. And the 2 support lasers, that's 160% increase to the optimal charge window. So, I mean, that just, it's nice. We should get a whole crew moling one day. We really go crazy there. Honestly, go crazy doing that. We would bust such big rocks. And my mole's still here. Something I did one time was I had a friend in a mole, and we actually broke, I think, a 120k rock with the 2 of us. Pretty impressive. 120k rock busted. With just 2 lasers, 2 moles. That was it. Just helix to 3 surges on the 2 of them. Cargo losing. Oh, that scared me. If you guys ever wonder what happens when quantanium takes too long in your cargo hold, this is what the alert sounds like.
Landing
Landing complete. Have a pleasant stay.
engines.
Very scary, very ominous. You haven't been out in a crude mole? Oh, you're missing out, man. I haven't done it in a while. I'm pretty close. I mean, if I got 3 other people, so that way I just fly. I mean, well, you can't really do it now because there's a issue where if there's a pilot in the seat, then you can't do it. But 3 moles, I mean, not 3 moles, 3 lasers, all 3 going is absolutely busted. It's so unfair. I can hear the alarm out here. It's not even funny. At least the elevators work today. They weren't working yesterday.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
Store. Claim.
Your insurance claim has been. Please visit us again.
If you store the ship, it stops the quantanium countdown. So if you haven't done that before, you don't have to sprint and like tear ass to get to the refinery. You can just store your ship and it stops the clock. Mooncake, you said rock or ship mining. Depends if you're a new player or not. New player, it's much better to rock mine because you can make a lot of money fast. It's probably one of the faster ways to make money as a new player if you don't have anything. And then ship mining beats out rock mining, hands down. Just in terms of engagement and like hassle. But rock mining is cheaper because you don't have to pay to refine, which is like its own thing. So there's that. So it kind of comes down to luck. If you can find a lot of hadanite on Aberdeen, then rock mining's stellar.
Can I help you?
Oh, that's a pretty good one. So like if that had been a 30-minute run, which him showing up and all that stuff, you'd be pushing 500k, right? So not too bad. I don't know. That's a good question. Again, that's the complexity of what cargo freight is going to do to mining. I've got a question. How or who would sell me mole bags? So, wow, this is 100% refinable. I don't think I've ever had an order that had no inert material. So to get mole bags, there is 3 ways you can do it. You can have as many orders as you want. I've got more than 5. I got a whole bunch.
See anything you like?
You can have as many orders as you want. There is no limit on how many orders you can place. I have 5 completed orders and then 5 working orders. No. You can have as many orders as you want. As many orders as you want. And just load them all into the ship. Yep, many as you'd like. We're gonna have to do a milk run probably Sunday. I might do one Sunday or next week sometime to sell all this stuff before the new patch drops and wipes out all the orders. Oh, that's why you're flying around? Oh, see? You're missing out. Learning something new today, right? Learn something new every day. I found a lot of quantanium. I found way more quantanium on Stanton than I have anywhere else. So that's definitely the best spot by far. But now you got an idea. You can kind of see what's going on here. And then for your mold bag question, there is 2 ways you can do it right now, 3 ways once the freight elevators drop. So if you come here to the mining support center, you can open this up. I can click subcategory. We will click, where is it at? Placeholder? What the? What? I didn't know you could buy tractor beams. Well, this is new. You can buy tractor beams.
Can I help?
Well, this is kind of cool. You can upgrade the tractor beam on your ship. That's nifty. All right, anyway, getting distracted here. Containers. Ah. Here we are in containers. We have MISC, which is your prospector bag, and Argo, which is your mole bag. Now, you can buy these. However, right now, there's nothing you can do with them. Because if you buy these, they're in your inventory, right? I fell for this. I tried it. I go here. I go to, where is it? Vehicles. Other. Oh, here they are. Boom. Argo. I tried it. 1, 2, 3, 4. I tried it. And you cannot drop these, right? Only carryable items may be dropped. So I can't drop these. So I have no way to access these. So you can't put them on yourself. So the only way you can do it is you have to, so that's like once cargo freight's elevators are in the game, you can do it in the hangar that way. So that would be the thing to do. But right now, you either, if you're able to salvage, which you might not be able to, but they took the Argo Mole salvage mission out, they put it back in now. It is back in as of 323, somebody showed me, which is gonna go in my prospector video. And you can take that salvage mission, go take the mole bags off it, put them on your prospector, and bada bing, bada boom, you're good to go. And it'll run you, I think it's like a 50k mission, and the bags run you like 48k if you were to buy them outright. No, they run you 56,000 if you were to buy them outright. So again, you're really saving money, but you have to be able to salvage to get to that mission. It's like a tier 2, I think, mission, because it's like tier 1's where you start, tier 2, tier 3, tier 4. Ended up with 22 SCUs a quant. Solid. That's solid, dude. That's a good haul.
Bed station 4. Head nurse to
Yeah, you're gonna make more money than me. And so that's one way. Another way is if you have a mole, obviously. You guys watched me do it earlier. Same thing, just with a prospector.
no one go.
And you could see if someone in global has a prospector that's willing to help you out. 9 times out of 10 there is. And you just be, hey man, can I get your bags? And you get bags. Or you can get them from me. I'll give them to you. Yeah, if you join my server, one day, you just let me know, just holler at me. And tell me, like, hey man, I need mole bags. I'll just park my mole outside of the Armistice Zone here at her L2. And then you just show up. It'll be here as long as we're on the same server. And you just snatch the bags off of it.
Dr. Chan to surgery.
And then once you do that, make sure you take your prospector to the back to, like, you can take it anywhere, right? You could land it at her L2 after you swap them out. Land, store your ship, and then go into vehicle loadout manager, unequip a component, doesn't matter what it is, save the changes, and then you can just re-equip the component right back, and it will permanently save the saddlebags to your prospector. So then even if you claim it, you don't have to do it again. They'll be there. You'll have 48 SCU saddlebags. Not a lot of people know that, because it will be considered a part of your ship at that point. Because it is considered a component of your ship, but you can't access it in vehicle loadout manager. So take that into consideration. But 48 SCU prospector really is like the only way to go. Like I think you like have to almost run a 48 SCU prospector to make it worthwhile. Prospector is so good if you do it that way. It's hard to compete. Hard to compete. Definitely. I mean, when the Arastra's out, I'm definitely planning on rolling like a crew in that ship, because the crew gameplay is going to be fleshed out more by then, for sure. I have no doubt. And I'm going to need people to assist.
Hi, thanks for coming in.
Hang on, wait a minute. Give me all that stuff. Get out of the way.
You can always use your Moby if you want some more details on what we have in stock.
Yoink.
Coming right up.
Don't mind me. I'm just getting decorations for my ship. They're free after all. My mans, you were not drinking that. Don't worry, it's alcohol for the ship, you know what I'm saying? But rocks, I don't know if I'm going to bring rocks on it, because like it just doesn't seem practical to bring rocks on the Arastra. I know it showed it that you can, I just don't know if it's like functional to do that or not. Because like you're really going to land that big hulking ship. Plus, as big as it is, it's going to be like primarily probably in asteroid fields most likely. So that's what I suspect. But all right, I appreciate everybody hanging out. You guys have been awesome. Please don't forget to like the stream, subscribe if you haven't. I appreciate you guys watching, hanging out with us today. It's been an awesome day. We'll stream again. It looks like tomorrow at 11 a.m. since that's what everybody's looking for. So thank you guys for hanging out, and I'll see you guys in the next one.